This video explains how to assemble a product using multiple parts and how to use assembly statements. The statements that manage assembly processes during simulation are grouped into what is known as an assembly statement. Part 2 explained how to create an assembly using the process create statement. Part 3 explains the construct statement. Open the file used in Part 2 or let's assemble a product using multiple parts after 2.vcmx. Go to the Process tab, Editor, Processes and click Process Number 1. The construct statement is a statement that assembles products using the parts that flow through the process. Assembly order variable name sets what information to use when assembling the product. Product variable name sets the parts to use when assembling the product. Assembly time sets the time it takes to assemble the product. Remove accepted sets whether to delete the parts information used for assembling the product from the product variables. Return variable name sets the variable name of the assembled product. The information for the assembly order used when building the product is included in the assembly order variables used for this statement. Therefore, assembly is possible regardless of the order in which the parts or other items arrive. We will add the getAssembly and construct statements to create a piston assembly in the simulator. Go to the eCatalog panel, Models by Type, Flow Components, and drag and drop feeder process into the 3D world. Copy and paste the feeder so that there are 3 in total. In the Component Properties panel, select the Product Creator tab and set part to piston head, piston rod, and piston shaft. Go to the Process tab, Editor, Flow. In the 3D world, click the process label of the first feeder, then the process number 1 process label. With the Create statement selected, click Statements. Transport in. In the Statement Properties panel, go to Product Filter. Add Product Filter. Product Type. Set accepted product types to piston head. Copy and paste Transport in twice, and set accepted product types to piston rod and piston shaft for each respectively. Delete Create. We have now set up a process to receive the parts needed to create the assembly. Add the getAssembly statement below the third Transport in statement. Select the getAssembly statement. Then set Assembly Data Source to Assembly Product Type and Assembly to Piston Assembly. Assembly steps will appear so you can check whether head step, rod step, and shaft step are configured. The information of each assembly step for piston assembly registered in the Product Type Editor is saved in assembly order. Add a construct statement under getAssembly. When this statement is executed, ProductIn is used to create a product based on the information in assembly order and a product named assembly is created. Now use the 3 parts piston head, piston rod and piston shaft to create a product based on the information in the assembly step of piston assembly. Next, select Transport Out. In the Statement Properties panel, set product variable name to assembly. Run the simulation. The transported parts become one product in process number 1. Even if the order of transport in process number 1 is changed, the product will still be assembled correctly. The following is an explanation of other statements. The getAssembly property statement is a statement that retrieves the step property value of an assembly step using assembly order variable, which stores the assembly step information and stores it in a variable that can be used in the statement. Add the step properties and use the getAssembly property statement. First, add the step properties. In the Product Type Editor panel, select Head Step, then right-click Step Properties and click Add Property. In the Property panel, change name to Interval. Then set type to Integral 32 and default value to 10. You have now added the step properties. configure the getAssembly property statement. Select the added getAssembly property statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set property name to interval and output variable name to interval. You can now acquire the step properties and store them in variables. Next, configure the statement that uses the saved variables. With Construct selected, click Statements. Delay. Select the added delay. In the Statement Properties panel, set time source to expression and expression to interval. Run the simulation. The step properties set for the assembly step are acquired and the parts are delayed for the values set after the assembly is created. The check assembly statement compares an assembly variable with an assembly order variable and stores the result in a variable. The variable is a Boolean type and is true if it matches but false otherwise. Use the check assembly statement to compare the transported product to the created product. First, add the feeder which will create the products. Go to the eCatalog panel, Models by Type, Flow Components, and drag and drop feeder into the 3D world. Then connect it to the conveyor using PNP. Select the added feeder. In the Component Properties panel, select the Product Creator tab and set Part to Piston Assembly and limit to 1. Next, add a statement to process number 1 to acquire information about the transported products. Click Process number 1 and then Statements. Transport in. Click the added Transport in Any Product statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set Source to from Component Container, then move the statement to the top. With the top Transport in selected, click the Get Assembly statement, then the Transport Out statement in order. Select the added Get Assembly statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set Assembly Data Source to Assembly Instance, Assembly Variable Name to Product in, Assembly Steps to Last Step with Products, and Return Variable Name to Create. Select the Transport Out statement and set Destination to Component Container in the Statement Properties panel. You can now acquire information from the transported assembly. Finally, add a check assembly statement and a statement that changes the output with the acquired information. Select Delay, then click Statements. Check Assembly. Select the added check assembly statement. In the Statement Properties panel, set Assembly Order variable to create. With check assembly selected, click Statements. If. Next, select If. In the Statement Properties panel, set Condition to Assembly Ready. Add statements and print to then and else respectively. In the Statement Properties panel, set Message. You can now compare the information of the transported product with the information of the assembly in the Product Type Editor obtained to create piston assembly and output messages accordingly. Run the simulation. Because the information matches, the message set in then is output in the Output panel. Click Feeder. In the Component Properties panel, select the Product Creator tab and set Part to Engine Assembly, then run the simulation. In this case, the message else is output because the information is inconsistent. This concludes the course Let's Assemble a Product Using Multiple Parts, Part 3. Thank you for watching.